Hello, my lovely friends. Welcome and welcome back to Ghosts and Glitter. My name's Rachel, and this is my March TBR. You know how I said back in my goals for my reading and everything in 2023, how I'm going to set small TBRs because I have such trouble managing a large one? Well, I'm cheating and it's fine. I went to the library, got excited, have a lot of books. I have a pretty large library book haul right now, but I'm not going to say that I'm going to read everything in this stack. I'm going to be manageable. Oh my goodness, this is, oh no. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell y'all some of the audiobooks I have checked out that I want to read, some of the ebooks that I have checked out that I want to read, some of the physical library books that I have checked out that I want to read. And then I'm going to do my random number generator with y'all. I do have a dice here. I stole my husband's. So we're going to roll for the what numbers, maybe just one number on my, you know, my list of over 1,000 books that I have on Goodreads that I want to trim down considerably. So that was a lot of rambling. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's go ahead and get into the TBR. First things first, the Literally Dead Book Club pick for the month of March was The Spite House by Johnny Compton, which was a book that I've been excited for since I heard about it coming out. So I will certainly be reading that. I have the audiobook checked out on Libby. I have the ebook checked out and downloaded onto my Kindle. So I am set. That is happening. I am reading that book. I should probably tell you what it's about. Wow. The Spite House by Johnny Compton is about this man and his daughters. I think he has 2 daughters. Anyway, he is basically hired to be the caretaker for this house that is purportedly haunted. So it's a haunted house story. It's Southern Gothic. Music to my ears. I love it. For my audiobook library loans, I have 3 in particular that I want to get to, which I think is reasonable. I'm, as you can tell, back in my house in Mississippi. I'm packing up, getting ready to move. So I have a lot of time to listen to audiobooks. First up is Beast of Prey by Ayana Gray. I really like how that rhymed. I don't know a lot about this book. I know that it's YA. I know that 2 unlikely heroes are kind of paired together. I don't know if they like each other or if they just are, I don't know. But 2 unlikely heroes paired together, and I'm pretty sure it has to do with like monster hunting as well. That's all I really know, and I'm really excited to read it. Second up is probably one of the most beautiful covers on this list. This is also YA. It is called This Poison Heart by Bayron. I know that this is also kind of fantastical as well. It's about a girl who has control over plants. And I think she starts finding out things about her lineage and why, like, where her power comes from. It's a stunning cover, and yeah, obviously I really want to read it. And the third audiobook I have on this list is Skin of the Sea by Natasha Bowen, I believe. All I really know is Black Mermaids, and again, another stunning cover. I think this is YA as well. I don't read a lot of YA, so I don't know how this list has gotten so YA. But anyway, those are the audiobooks that I'm interested in and that I will read. As far as ebooks are concerned, I have 3 on this list as well. So first up is Nana by Massey. Brandon Massey? I've heard a lot about this book. It's about a crazy grandma? Crazy supernatural grandma? I honestly, if you just tell me a horror book has the title of Nana, I'm probably gonna read it. The next book on this list I was really excited to see on Kindle Unlimited, and that is The Bell Chime by, who is this by? Mona Kabbani. I don't know, again, a lot about this, but the buzzwords for me were night terrors and like what's real, what's not. I love that kind of stuff where like you as the reader are along with the main character. So yeah, it's on my Kindle. I'm gonna read it. Fern, come here. tiptoe around the books. That is not the way. Nope, no. Okay. So the final ebook that I definitely want to get to is Wade in the Water by Nyani and Nkruma. This is, I hope I pronounced her last name right. This is a historical fiction. It's set in 1982 in Mississippi. I don't know a lot about it. I just thought the cover was stunning and I saw it on Goodreads, you know, 2023, like books that are coming out in 2023. So I snagged it. And I'm curious to read it just because I think the cover's stunning and I am trying to read more historical fiction. So that was oddly chaotic. I don't know why that was so chaotic, but now I have a bunch of actual physical books to my kombucha. I'm gonna rapid fire show you all the books I got from the library. I'm going to pick 3 from those books and then I'll tell you a little more about them. So we got Something Wicked, This Way Comes by Bradbury. We have The Ballad of Perilous Graves by Jennings. The Troop by Nick Cutter. Our Shadows Have Claws. This is a YA horror anthology, short story anthology. The Push by Audrain. Raybearer by Jordan Ifueko. Self-Portrait with Ghost by Meng. This is also a short story collection. You can only leave if you promise not to be mean. Stop Growling at Children. And Daisy Darker by Feeny. Okay, those are the books that I checked out from the library. The 3 that I'm gonna pick to physically read. The Troop by Nick Cutter. This is, sorry for the glare, good Lord. This is on my 23 books to read in 2023, so I think it is only fair that I pick it since I grabbed it from the library. So we will read The Troop. Let's see, what else do I want to read? I feel like I should read a short story collection, which I have 2 of. I have this YA Latin American short stories, and I have Self-Portrait with Ghost, which I don't really know the vibe of this. Intimacy and isolation, coming of age, and coming to terms with the repercussions of past mistakes, fraying relationships. That sounds good, but I'm not positive if with this chaotic month that is ahead of me, I don't know if I'll have the brain power for this, although this is a stunning cover. So I think I'm gonna go with Our Shadows Have Claws, 15 Latin American monster stories, because I love a good monster story. So, and also the cover's really cool, and I think I can maybe get, oh, it has pictures! Oh my God, look at it. Do they, oh, there's a picture for every story, I think. Oh. Well, we're reading this one. Oh my God, they even have like, now for the 3rd book, I'm kind of conflicted. I mean, obviously I want to read all of these because I checked them all out. The ones that I'm most interested in is The Push by Audrain, because this kind of people went nutty over this last year, right? Like people loved this, but I don't know if I'm in the mood for mommy horror or kid horror, I don't know. I'm also really intrigued by The Ballad of Perilous Graves. It takes place in Louisiana, but I'm pretty sure New Orleans in particular. And it has a map on the inside. This is adult fiction, I think. Yeah, it costs $30. This is adult fiction. I think this would be super atmospheric, and it's about music, and also, what is this about? I just know that this is about New Orleans. I don't even know what this is about. But also Something Wicked, This Way Comes by Bradbury. I love Bradbury and I've never read this. And this is like a classic of his, right? So like, shouldn't I? Okay, well, you know what? I'm not gonna make a decision. I will read one of these 3. I will read one of these 3. And y'all will get to find out what that is in my wrap up. Those are the library books. Of the books that I physically own, I'm only picking 2. And I think actually both of these are also on my 23 books to read in 2023. But the first book that I would like to read this month is The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches by Sangu Mandanna. There she is. This is a cozy fantasy, we got witches, found family, I believe. It says a warm and uplifting novel about an isolated witch whose opportunity to embrace a quirky new family and a new love changes the course of her life. This sounds super cozy. This sounds like, I've been wanting to read it for a little bit, and it looks like a fairly quick read. And I can see myself curling up with a cup of tea in the evenings after packing some boxes and doing some cleaning and just feeling really comfy, cozy reading this. So I think this would be a great pick for this month. And then I'm very excited to be reading Don't Fear the Reaper. I started this as the night that I received it and then got distracted. Not because it wasn't good. It was everything I wanted. I'm almost 100 pages in and I'm really excited to get farther into this. It is signed. I did get to meet Stephen Graham Jones while I was in Texas, and it's got a little chainsaw and he signed it. It was the best day of my entire life. I did forget how to speak though. I was starstruck. But anyway, yeah, I'm really excited to join back up with Jade and go back to Proof Rock, and it's perfection. But that's already a lot of books. That's already probably more books than I will read this month. But for the sake of consistency, I will pick 1 or 2 random numbers from my list. So let me grab my computer here. On my spreadsheet from my Goodreads TBR, I have 1,1218 books on my TBR. Like I've said before, a lot of these books are no longer relevant in my life. I did have my Goodreads, I think, when I was 12 or 13 years old. So there's some old stuff on there that I'm no longer interested in. This is just my way of picking through what I am interested in, what I might be interested in, and deleting things that I'm not. So I'm gonna roll this 10-sided die, or dice, basically for the first number, whether it's a 1,000 or a 0. If it lands on an even number, it'll be a 0. If it lands on an odd number, it will be a 1. So for the first roll, it is an odd number, which means we are going to the 1,000s. For the second number, okay, 1,133. 1,133. 1,133. What is that? Dreamin'? Dreamin' Sun 3. Okay. I don't know when I added that or why, but I guess I will see if I can find a copy of this on Libby. Let's definitely try this again. I will at least need a backup. Okay. So, 1. Okay, so we're doing 1,000 again. 1. Oh my. We're not going to count that. 1 again. Okay. This is... These dice are rigged. Okay, 1,100. Okay, a 6. 1,168. 1,168. Skeleton Crew by Stephen King. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm reading Stephen King books in the order that he wrote them because my brain said that'd be fun. I just finished The Dead Zone today, which I loved that. I don't remember what's next in the order that I'm going through. So with that being said, I will just sub in whatever that book may be. I'll look it up and put it here. I'll just sub in that book for Skeleton Crew. So I'll read a Stephen King book this month. Let's do one more. Let's do one more. Okay. Give me an even, okay, it'll be a 1 again. I rolled an odd number. So it'll be a 1,000, good grief, 1,100, another 1, do something, and whoa, okay. That was a 0. What's 1,110? I don't know if I want to read that. The book that 1,110 is Heist Society by Ali Carter, which is YA, which I already have a lot of YA on this list. And I don't know, I've never read Ali Carter. That was one of the YA authors that I never read when I was, you know, back in the day. I might actually delete that from my Goodreads because like Ali Carter's not going anywhere. I'm aware of who she is. I don't think I need to say that I want to read High Society. Like, I'll read it when I want to. We'll do one more. We'll do one more and then my phone's gonna die. We'll do one more. Give me something even. Ooh, okay, a 2. So that means we're not in the thousands anymore. That's nice. Okay. Okay, so 100. A 0. That's, I promise it rolled a 0 here. And an 8. 108. A complex accident of life. Okay. A complex accident of life. Oh, this is poetry? Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay, this is interesting. I think I've rolled something obscure on my TBR. So I rolled A Complex Accident of Life by Jessica McHugh, inspired by Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. This is a debut poetry collection, Gothic blackout poetry. Yeah, I can see why I put that on my TBR. I don't remember doing it, but I can see why I put that on here. Yeah. Okay, I'll see if I can find it. I would rather not buy it because I have purchased a lot of books in the past few months. Okay, yeah, I'll see if I can get my hands on that. I think I'm done with this for the month. That's my TBR. I'm only gonna put like 3 to 4 books on my TBR this year. Thank you all for joining me. We'll see what happens. I can guarantee, which a TBR should be a guarantee, but it's not, but I can guarantee. I can guarantee that I will be reading this month. Thank you all for joining me on this TBR adventure. This was as much of a surprise for me as it was for y'all. Like, I didn't know how much I was gonna be putting on my TBR actually. So, we're doing great, we're doing great. Anyway, I'm very happy to be back with like my books and my book cart and everything. So yeah, thank y'all for adventuring through my TBR with me. Thank y'all for hanging out, and I will talk to y'all in my next video. I don't know what I was about to say just then, but it went away. So, all right, bye y'all.